Impact was formed in 2002 as a result of the merger between BP Chemicals and Solvay to form INEOS. Impact set themselves up as an accredited lab and test centre looking at plastics across the supply chain. We believe we are unique in the fact we actually work from the reactor all the way through to recycled. Impact currently employs 12 people. It allows us the flexibility to tackle projects across a very, very wide span of the petrochemical industry. BOSS stands for Baffled Oscillation Separation System. It's a very well-known and common technology used in the pharmaceutical industry for mixing. The best analogy is to actually use or to think about a life belt or a float. You put that in water and it floats on the surface. If you put two life belts together, you tie them together, again it will still float. What the BOSS system does is it gives energy to these floats, to life belts, to actually push them in under the water. The one with two has double the buoyancy, therefore it wants to remain on the top. The one with one will sink further down. It started on a very small scale. It started using a measuring cylinder and a small motor we had lying in the lab in order to prove the concept. We then were successful in securing a Smart Scotland award that enabled us to build a number of different prototypes in order to refine the concept and to refine the actual technology.
It is different from other systems in place, mainly because of the cost of adopting the technology. Existing systems on the market tend to be incredibly expensive in terms of £500,000 up to maybe £2–3 million for a separation system to separate the plastic. The commercial value for the recycler is a large increase in price of the plastic they've already collected. In many cases, the plastic they've collected is being disposed of at up to maybe £100 a tonne, which is the price of sending to landfill. By being able to separate the plastic, they will increase the value of that plastic significantly. That can be £100 a tonne, £200 a tonne, even up to £500 a tonne, depending on market conditions. Therefore, there's a large differential in the price of disposing it against the price of recycling it into a ready-to-use plastic source. The plans for Impact going forward is to commercialise the BOSS technology across the plastic marketplace, not just in Scotland and the rest of the UK, but across Europe and the rest of the world. Impact have benefited greatly from the support of Zero Waste Scotland over the years, not just on the technology, BOSS technology, but also in developing other ideas and working with other companies within Scotland dealing with waste plastics. Members of the Zero Waste Scotland team have provided not just the financial support needed for us to commercialise these technologies, but also help in introducing companies throughout Scotland and helping us look at different waste streams and how we can work with different companies to make the ideas we have come to reality.
Zero Waste Scotland supported Impact following their registered interest in a grant scheme. Subsequent to the application being received, it went through a rigorous assessment process and they were awarded a small grant to develop a commercial demonstration rig. Zero Waste Scotland's priorities, we wish to see recycling of plastics of the highest quality possible. However, we see real value and opportunity in averting lower value plastic from landfill and energy from waste. These lower value plastics can be used in material substitution. An example would be plastic curbstones instead of concrete. These types of products can bring much needed skilled jobs and manufacturing operations to Scotland.